Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Wellbeing channel. Today we have a very interesting topic to discuss, procrastination. How many of us have the bad habit of procrastinating until the last minute? How many deadlines have we missed because we didn't start that project earlier? What if we could actually do something to fight our procrastination tendencies? Well, if you've ever asked yourself any of these questions, this video is for you. But what exactly is procrastination? Procrastination is the habitual or intentional delay of starting or finishing a task despite knowing potential negative consequences. Procrastination is often linked to laziness, but that is not always the case. Laziness tends to be led by feelings of apathy. On the contrary, procrastinators tend to care too much. In fact, so much that they do not know how to handle their overwhelming emotions. I'm going to share with you some tips, thoughts, and conclusions I've made through my long-term therapy journey and internal healing regarding procrastination. Let's get into the core reasons most people procrastinate. Number 1. Fear of failure. What in the contradiction is going on here? Well, whether you believe it or not, the real reason most people procrastinate is because they are afraid of failure. I'll try to explain this as simply as I can. This is actually your brain's natural response when it feels like it's under a potential threat. Your brain goes into fight, flight, or freeze mode. The task we are obligated to finish makes our brains think we are being chased by a bear, and it responds accordingly. Fear of failure triggers the same response to our brain that being under a life-threatening danger does. In other words, not doing anything and thus failing is less scary for us than actually trying and then failing, because we don't have to deal with such strong emotions of disappointment. Okay, time for action. What you can actually do is having that in the back of your mind when you find yourself procrastinating. You need to take a step back and acknowledge your emotions and look at the reasons behind this action. It actually needs long-term effort to go against those feelings and really start eliminating your procrastinating tendencies. Number 2. Perfectionism. Yes, you heard that right. Another reason that many people tend to procrastinate is because of perfectionism. This has a similar logic as to the previous reason we mentioned. The fear of completing a task and not ending up being perfect is stronger than the fear of the potential consequences of not completing the task. The mind can play some dirty games on us, right? You feel the need that everything you do needs to turn out to be perfect. Perfection is obviously impossible, but your mind doesn't really care about that. One of the main reasons this might occur is because of one's childhood. Many of us grew up with parents that were extremely judgmental. They didn't praise us for our achievements, or even they downgraded them, as if they weren't something that important. As a result, we have set for ourselves the standard of setting unrealistic goals and aiming for perfection, which can never be achieved. Once again, these feelings have to be acknowledged. Next time you find yourself procrastinating, ask yourself if the reason you are doing it is because of what is mentioned above. Don't make the mistake of being too hard on yourself, as it is only going to make matters worse. You have to go against these thoughts and feelings. Let's move on to reason number 3. Distractions. One more reason many people procrastinate is because of distractions. This is often the first reason of procrastination that comes to our mind when we think about why we procrastinate. Although this is sometimes the case, we tend to be very hard on ourselves thinking we can't control them and that we lack discipline. But this is something very, very normal that many people experience, especially nowadays with so many distractions around us. Being hard on ourselves, though, is only adding to the problem. Once you've eliminated the other reasons why you might be procrastinating and have came to the conclusion that is because of distractions, don't make yourself feel ashamed about it. Instead, you should be feeling proud of yourself that you have found the route to the problem. Okay, and now what? In this case, what you can do is start practicing discipline. You cannot eliminate all distractions and become devoted to your goals overnight. Find out what are the main things that distract you from completing your task and deal with it by something called reward delay method. Reward delay method, and delayed gratification, is the ability to resist the temptation of an immediate reward in favor of a more valuable and long-lasting reward later. It involves foregoing a smaller, immediate pleasure to achieve a larger or more enduring benefit in the future. This is an ability that needs to be practiced constantly. Start by setting small, realistic goals for completing the tasks that are not so satisfying for you, and then reward yourself with something you enjoy doing. Slowly increase the goals you set for yourself, and you'll come to a point where you won't feel guilty about enjoying your favorite activities anymore. Okay, guys, this was the first part of this video. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and hit the subscribe button so you don't lose the second part and more videos like this. See you soon.